jet lands outside the army base. And a few minutes later, the Chameleon, in another disguise, reaches the office of General Ross.
So that's Thunderbolt Ross. All I need is this one good look at him. Now to return to the base and carry out my most daring plan. I shall make an ally of the Rambock.
And so, because no serviceman would dare to interfere with a passerby who seems to be the commanding general, the Chameleon reaches his quarry with ease.
Captain, dismiss your...
For example, take two occupants of a mysterious cabin cruiser anchored just offshore. The Chameleon, arch rogue of 1,000 disguises, and merciless Craven the Hunter.
What a weapon for the hunt! I could split a hair at 1,000 yards, ha! With such a beam!
And what of its hypnotic powers? I wouldn't even need disguises. I could magnetically implant my appearance right in the minds of my victims. Stark will surely have a model of the magneton laser in his laboratory.
Not too popular with the other cons, are you?
So, my cellmate's the notorious Chameleon, master of disguise.
Judging by the reception you just got, you're somewhat of a celebrity yourself.
That's because they know I'm related to the guy who's partly responsible for most of us being here.
Oh, how's that?
It was back in the days when a certain wall crawler was just starting his career. But then all he wanted to be was a big-time TV star. So leave the crook catching of the sucker superhero, Spider-Man. Stick with me, and I'll make you a millionaire. Sometime later, a thief was robbing the house of Ben and May Parker, with old Ben having himself a fatal accident. He might have gotten away with it, except for that crummy wall crawler. He seemed to take it personal. You'll never escape again, murderer! To the web spinner's surprise, the guy who wasted Ben Parker was the same guy he let escape at the TV studio. That's when Spider-Man started using his powers to fight crime. I know all this because that guy was my cousin, the guy who started Spider-Man on his crime-fighting career.
You know, fate must have made you my cellmate. For a long time, I've been planning to take over New York's criminal underworld. But there's one major element that's forever standing in my way. Spider-Man. But getting rid of Spider-Man by force has always failed. Now, perhaps there's a more subtle way of eliminating the wall crawler. Ben Parker's nephew, Peter, always manages to get the best news photos of Spider-Man for the Daily Bugle. And Peter lives with his old aunt, Ben's widow, May Parker. Yeah, how very interesting.
7 little superheroes will vanish one by one. 7 little superheroes, soon there will be none. None left but one supervillain, me, the Chameleon. You shall come first, Submariner, proud prince of Atlantis. All your superpowers come from the water, but in the water you shall meet your doom.
Shot. Now I've got you. And there's no escape. Sleep tight, Chameleon. Maybe when you wake up, you'll feel more like yourself.
The Chameleon? Here?
Spider-Man must be quite confused right about now.
Hello, General. No. Regretfully, I have no alien to deliver. Goodbye.
Chameleon. So no paycheck?
No paycheck. But this story in the Bugle, it sparked an epiphany.
Which captain of industry or high-ranking politico you posing as this time, Chameleon?
This time, I have someone a little different in mind.
There you are. Come in, my friend. Come in. I couldn't have done this without you. Chameleon. What happens now? Now, the real work begins.
Except, I heard you apologize to Spider-Man last night. Norman Osborn never apologizes.
I did not sign on for this.